I am going to sleep now.
It really looks like our only real option
Is Andromon.
is Andromon.
And what are the stats that we are seeking?
2,000 HP, 4,000 MP,
Jesus.
200 offense, 400 defense, 200 speed, 400 brains.
4,000 MP. Well,
Okay, the 4,000 MP is rough.
that's not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. 4,000 is a lot. But on everything else, we're within striking distance.
It's true, but that's the real one though. This Brains one didn't get updated.
Maybe there's another place to train brains better. Because there's different training grounds that train different things
Oh, we
better.
gotta get our meats.
He's got the meat.
Well, I know we've got meat, but you know, we get our daily allotment. Oh, this motherfucker's dying.
Now?
He's evolving. He's evolving?
Oh, probably into a Sunamon. I mean, Mamemon.
What?
Probably into a Mamemon.
A Mamemon. Regular Mamemon. Yo, what's good?
Oh, we did it.
What the fuck is good?
This game's stupid.
This game's so easy.
This game's so fucking easy.
This just like, it makes so much sense. We finally figured it out. What a stupid game. Fuck.
Hey, I mean, very surprising, but pretty decent morale boost.
Yeah, I know. So
How did that happen?
That's so dumb.
Oh, wait. Did we learn literally 4 or 5 years ago that you actually only need to hit like 3 or 4 of the prerequisites?
It's something like that. There's some totally like arcane sequence of things. No one knows. Still, the answer is no one fucking knows.
I love
And
Digimon World. It's like a living thing.
it really is. Like,
Okay, do you want to know? Do you remember we had that conversation about AI?
no.
We had a conversation about AI and how AI does a really bad job of doing anything like operating like or even looking like it's operating like human intelligence.
Yeah.
Which means that a lot of the fucking science people who push AI are basically grifters because the technology is so much further away from what they want the conception to be, is that we're on the precipice of some big thing.
It's always they're always pushing AI with the assumption that we're just about to make it useful. Like, oh yeah, it sucks now, but we're like 5 steps away from it and changing everything.
Right. And they also sell it like that it is similar to human intelligence, or that it's about to be similar to human intelligence, when any way that it looks like human intelligence is basically a trick, like a magic trick. Like, it can't actually do anything except look like it's doing something.
I was even thinking the other day about, like, remember that I just heard my own voice do it. Anyway, it got louder as I was speaking.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, you remember that news story about there was like the teen girl who, like, the shopping algorithm started recommending her like maternity stuff before she realized she was pregnant. Sort of thing, or like something like that. And I remember hearing like somebody who actually knew about AI explain how like that's basically a coincidence. Like it's like it is stories like that make people think that the like marketing, like the targeting algorithms for stores are like incredible, but they're actually really stupid, and stuff like that is just like is just a really impressive coincidence, and really they have no fucking idea what people want to buy is the actual answer.
It knows that she was a girl.
It knew that she was a woman around the age that women in her area might start having kids. That was basically what it knew.
Right. Like, how many people were pregnant and the ads don't know? Like, it's just like a total like numbers bias. Like, you never hear about the the millions of people who that don't happen to.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, Keith, you need this clinical strength psoriasis skin medicine, right? And you just go, no, click away.
So when we were talking about this a few months ago, I think we were probably playing Silent Hill, but who knows? one of the things that I said was like, we are so far away from understanding how the brain works on a mechanical level that we don't even know how. We don't even know when ants make a decision, when nematodes make a decision.
Yeah.
We don't know why they make that decision.
Yeah.
And so, like, how could we ever even pretend to know what a human brain is doing?
Right.
I feel like not only do we not know why an ant makes a decision, we don't even know how Digimon World makes a decision. and
it was made by people. It is true. I heard someone, like, on a video, someone said the phrase, I think they said something like, like, the human brain is the most complicated thing in the cosmos, and they're assuming in that statement that there's no more complicated stuff out there that we haven't found yet. But it is true. We do not know of anything more complicated and harder to understand than the human brain, and that's actually true.
Yeah.
Because if we knew how it worked, we'd do it, and the AI would work.
Right. Yeah. And instead, it's just like one big trick.
Yeah.
It's one big, like, marketing scam. It's like scientists who, for some reason, think it's more important to come up with.
It's like, I mean, at best, it's a marketing scam. At worst, we're going to waste all our money on stuff that's just going to make our society worse.
Right. Well, and dedicating a ton of material and
Energy.
Intellectual resources
Yeah.
to something that isn't, like, stopping climate change.
Right.
It actually speeds it up.
Right.
Anyway, took a long way to get to that joke, but I think it landed.
Oh. Yeah, so
Winifred says, are y'all gonna be Digimon World today? No.
no.
No, I wish.
We're very excited to have this 11-day-old Andromon that we can now, the good news
Is this our first ultimate?
No,
because we had the teddy bear.
it might be our first for real ultimate.
Yes, it's our first non-item ultimate.
That's wild.
We were told by the person who left that comment. Again, thank you for the comment. I don't remember your name right now. Do you remember who left it?
I think their name was Dominic.
Dominic? Okay. Dominic said that our ultimate should live to be 16.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the great news is that, like, if nothing else, we now have a save file with a brand new Andromon on it. And if Andromon dies too early, we can reload back to when Andromon was new and
it
try
is now
again.
grind time.
It's grind time. See, you can see now Andromon's stats are the stats we thought we needed. So it's possible someone got an Andromon
They're even better.
and just tried to guess that those stats are the stats you needed or something.
I checked 2 sources, Kylie. That's why I was back there typing. I checked a second source.
Wow.
Yeah. Unreal. Digimon World is an Unreal Engine.
Digimon is the only true Unreal game out there. There
Listen to that mechanical walk.
It's great. It is funny though. I recently someone left a comment somewhere that said something like, I started watching this Digimon World Let's Play back in the day because you guys used to have the only remotely watchable Digimon World Let's Play on YouTube, which is really funny. It says, says a little bit about our series, says a lot about the other Digimon World videos on YouTube at the time.
What do you think that means? Because, okay, I don't know what other Digimon World Let's Plays are like, but
I don't know.
I know what ours is like.
I don't know what they were like
I wouldn't
back
call
then.
it comprehensive.
No, exactly. I guess I'm not saving it. I guess I'm just going to sleep. Oh, now I don't know. Do we have multiple? Okay, here's something.
Hey, why don't we try the ambush again, just to see?
I was thinking about that. You know what I'm actually going to do?
And if we lose, we'll just reload it again.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to straight up quit out of this game. And I'm going to go...
Bold move.
I know. I'm going to go... Well, because I was thinking, like, Well, I don't want to save because I explained why
Yes,
it's good to have the new Andromon, but I don't think there's a way to save a separate file in this game. So I'm just going to have to go and like straight up copy the memory card file.
Hey, very fair.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to remember.
Look at the Tronpon file. That's great. I love those little guys.
We're just going to have to remember when we play this game again, when you see the save file that is loadable in slot 1, that we actually want to be in slot 2 still.
No, I'm gonna copy this one off to
Isaac shut the office door and it has gone up like 8 degrees.
What a piece of shit.
So I'm gonna go open it and be like, you have to live with this.
Don't forget about this though, the other save file bug in Digimon, which is that the save files label themselves as Digion. They put a space instead of the M.
That's so funny.
Digion. Show you see this like mess of wireframes like it's supposed to be something.
It's a building.
It's the island. It's the island, but like, get out of here. He's so happy. He's excited. Look at him. He's so stoked.
I'm mechanical, man. I'm happy.
Andro man.
It's really funny that they have all of the Digimon.
Oh, do I keep talking to him? Or it's becoming a fine city.
They have all of the androids, not all the androids, all the Digimon they all have the same personality. They all just are like animals, like they're like happy animals, right? And so it made sense when it was like Agumon. And I guess it sort of made sense when it was Greymon, but our last few Digimon have been like basically
people.
guys.
This is my dad. This is my robot dad who hangs out with me and fights people for me.
Like a big kind of scary robot guy. We had an angel man, and to some extent Leomon, and they all are just like big dudes that go like happy.
Excuse me, we had Leomon. What the fuck is that? We had Leomon to the full extent. I don't know why you're trying to qualify our having of Leomon.
No, I just mean Leomon is less of just a guy than
this like
Andromon and Angemon.
This like junk bomb attack it has. Oh no, it's not doing a lot of.
Do you think that we have?
We didn't equip. Yeah, we didn't equip it. It's with moves. I think you're doing great. I think you should keep.
I think we maybe should reset it and equip better moves.
I do want to see the special attack though. We'll get
finish.
That. Oh!
But don't forget to wham on it.
Keith, I never forget to wham on it. Come on. Yo, that's pretty good though.
Pretty good. Didn't do a ton of damage.
No, but I mean, this is like a mini boss kind of thing.
Yeah.
Keith, don't fret.
I'm fretting.
See, this is the kind of game Digimon is, though. Digimon World giveth, and then it taketh away. You get really excited about your new Digimon, and then you realize that doesn't mean that you're going to beat the game.
Digimon World is Fret City.
Fret City. What is...
Just a lot of fretting.
Okay. Oh, I thought... I couldn't pull a guitar shop name, but I thought that was Fret City.
Oh, how about Guitar Center?
I should have just said Fret City was where I got my guitar.
Couldn't think of Guitar Center?
No.
What about Daddy's Junky Music?
Yeah, I'm not a guitarist because I would have pulled both of those immediately. I did buy my bass at Daddy's Junky Music though, so there you go.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately.
No. The bass does, though. It's right there. I can see it.
Speaking of, I still need to replace the mixer that you stole from me.
Oh yeah, okay. Just to be clear, it's not replaced by this extremely expensive mixer right next to you.
No, it's not, because
gotcha.
this one it literally doesn't take quarter-inch inputs. It's not. It is explicitly not for music. You can't even put.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get.
This was to replace.
You could get a shoddy XLR to quarter-inch something or other, but
Yeah, but no, but it was the one that I had, because I always had separate podcast and music mixers.
yeah. By the way, when Keith says I stole a mixer, he actually means that he kept one of my mixers for years and then I asked for it back.
Yeah. Well, you're using it now, so it makes sense that you needed it. It makes sense that you made a big deal about needing it back and then took it and did use it, actually.
I mean, I was gonna use it until you were so something. Listen, I wanted to use it. I was trying to get you to use it for Run Button for years, and you wouldn't.
Yeah, because it's not that good.
No, it's not.
It's not good.
So just go get your own.
Well, that's why I use it for music instead, is because it wasn't very good.
Okay, what do we have here? So the metal sprinter, that's a wide range, which sounds like it's not what we want because it's not doing a lot of damage. And that's down here, which is 150. Ooh. I mean, obviously, Buster. I mean, we only have really these options. I assume we're not taking. Well, that's a stun. Oh, these. Okay.
Figured it out?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. I think we need some better moves.
We do need some
We need
better
to
moves.
find some better
Could
moves.
look up what moves Andro.
Some in the
Oh no, I already saved over Leomon without paying attention. The Leomon sucked. It's fine.
Did we name the
It was already named Jamon. Yeah.
That was another one of ours.
Yeah. Yeah, it is Jamon the Andromon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's actually Hamon is what it's.
Hamon. Yeah. So, well, let's see what else we have here. There was Lemon, Come On, Mon. I feel like we were scraping the bottom of the barrel there. Demon, sure. Salmon, it's all good. Jamon's pretty weak,
And
but come on. You know. Come On's really good. I mean, really, Lemon. It was the first. It was the truest. I'd love to have an Airdramon. That would have been
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty cool.
I mean, I could be wrong. I think I might have gotten a Leomon because I was trying to get Andromon. Oh no, you know what I think I was trying? I was trying to get a Greymon to get a Metal Greymon, and instead of Greymon, I got Leomon and was like, oh, well, fuck.
Think I could get that mixer back?
Yeah. Can you help me get a good thing?
Yeah. What, for podcasting?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that. It's the you want to get the solid state SSL 2 or SSL 2 plus. I don't think you need the plus.
Ooh, we just canceled that attack. That was good. Like that. Oh, nice.
You could also
That's
get the
good. Oh, now it's confused.
You could also get the Motu M2, but I don't think that's as good. Nice.
Can't believe you wanted to bring back the mixer argument.
I was thinking about it recently.
Some things are better left buried, Keith.
I moved, and so, you know what it got me thinking about it? first of all, I moved. So I was setting up all the stuff, and I was like,
Gotcha.
oh, I can't use any of my music stuff because I don't have a mixer still. And then I was remembering about the guitar that you have and you have had for years. That's mine.
It's less than a year. How dare you?
You've had it for 2 summers now. I gave it to you 2 summers ago.
What?
Yeah, 2 summers.
Oh, I just kept it in a guitar bag for most of that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
And-
I would remember if I had a red guitar hanging around.
Right.
It was in a bag.
And last time we were talking about it, you were like, oh, I haven't really been playing it, and I asked for it back.
Ah!
I asked for it back if you weren't playing it, and you really were against that. And I was just thinking
I
about
don't
how it
remember that
doesn't.
happening.
Yeah. We got in an argument about it.
No.
And so I was like, well, it really doesn't make sense that I had to give back the mixer that I was using, but I can't
my
have
God.
back my guitar that you're not using. So I figured that it was worth bringing back up. It does seem a little hypocritical.
Look.
Do you feel attacked? You look like
Yes.
you feel attacked.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, Keith is the one who's in the past said things like not wanting our relationship to be transactional. And I feel like if we're not doing transactional, I think it should be understandable why I have where that mixer is exactly the kind of thing where it would be like, no, I'm not using it. No, you can't have it. Because I just have too many negative emotions associated with you using that thing. I'd rather hit it with a hammer and then burn it.
That just seems... I don't see how that is not transactional. It seems like you letting me have the mixer.
Hey, we won.
Oh, nice job. Hey, doing the right moves seems like it helped. Although it does seem like we will need to
Yeah, I was riding.
train a bit more.
I was riding those items.
Yeah.
There's the Montemon suit back there.
Yeah. Be praised, bro.
We must defeat the boss as soon as possible. Oh, they're really just calling it a boss.
They called it a dungeon.
Yeah. I
We
know.
know that it's a mountain, and they still called it a dungeon.
Wow, we got a brand new Andromon and then beat this mini boss with the brand new Andromon. And now we're gonna go save it again.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can have the guitar back. Since you were negative about me using Rocksmith, and then I haven't wanted to play Rocksmith since
I wasn't
then.
negative about Rocksmith. I
You
was
were.
positive about Rocksmith. The thing that I was negative about was after you had already stopped using Rocksmith, I was negative about only using Rocksmith as a tool to learn the guitar and not exploring other ways to learn the guitar.
Yeah.
I was positive. I was explicitly positive about Rocksmith when you first started using it. I was just critical of only using Rocksmith, especially if you found that it wasn't very convenient to use Rocksmith and then stop playing the guitar because of it.
That's not what happened.
That's what you told me, right? You were like,
Yeah,
I
but
stopped playing Rocksmith, so I stopped playing the guitar.
No. No.
No, that wasn't it. I thought that was what I remember.
No, I think I just said I hadn't played the guitar in like a week. And I said, like, because I haven't had a place to hook up Rocksmith. And then you were like, meh. I'm sensitive, Keith. I'm a stupid baby. I need more offense.
Keep the guitar. Keep practicing the guitar. All I want is for you to not make me spend $200 on a mixer.
I want you to watch me destroy that mixer in front of you. I want to see the tears come from your eyes.
The only reason that you are mad about the mixer is because you wanted to use it for run button.
Yeah.
Even though it's literally internally the exact same as the mixer we were using. It wasn't any better of a mixer than.
Well, it was also the fact
and
that.
then I spent hundreds of dollars to replace
Our.
the mixer.
Look, you can have the mixer. We need to stop talking about this because it's going to turn into a real argument and nobody wants that. So But yeah, you're right. I haven't used the mixer. I had plans to use the mixer, but then the big surprise, didn't do those plans. And so I'm not using it. You can have it. It's fine.
If you feel like you're about to use it, or
no, I don't.
Okay.
I felt like I was about to use it for a significant chunk of this year, but then I turned out not to have been about to use it. And now I'm further from being about to use it than I've ever been.
Why does the robot need to shake?
Well, look at its foot. You can see down there, it has one non-robotic foot, and that foot, needs to
generates
take a
shit.
stinky dump.
I guess it does eat meat, so it does have a digestive
Oh
tract.
no! Thank you for bringing up the meat. We gotta go get some.
Have you considered... Oh, do you want more iced tea?
No. Is that all the sugar down there? Or those are just bubbles?
Oh, yeah, this is recycled glass.
No, I think they were just liquid bubbles.
Oh, okay. The glass has stuff in it because it's like... It is recycled. I learned this by accident. It's recycled Moroccan glass. Apparently, Heineken is the most popular beer in Morocco.
Oh.
And so they used Heineken bottles to make this green glass.
Oh. I looks yellow to me.
Oh, you know what? So they have one that is just green. This one is like a greenish amber.
It looks like a mix of like green and brown glass.
Yeah, so this is a multiple glass one, but they have one that is just green.
Ever been to the Great Canyon?
Yes.
This person will never stop asking if we've been to the Great Canyon. Oh wait, what was the thing they said?
Curse. It's a curse to be an NPC in a video game.
Aw. That's... See, now that's the story Stephen King could never write.
Yeah.
The other day I
Just
saw...
a person with a rich internal life, but the only thing that they can ever say is, "Have you been to the canyon?"
Okay, I'm saving it again. And I'm redoing the thing. I'm gonna copy the save file and move it out of the memory card. Because, I mean, we beat the boss. Be silly
beat the boss.
It'd be silly to leave that boss hanging over our heads.
I've been playing Suzerain.
Yeah. How is it?
Non-stop, I've been playing it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really good. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, you play as a suzerain of a country.
You are the president of a suzerain.
Oh, shit.
Or of a suzerainity.
So
I guess you would be the suzerain,
you're the suzerain
of a suzerainity. Yeah.
The suzerainity of Xeon, right?
You are the president. Okay, so it's all fake. This is the quick like.
Oh, this
lore
is
setup.
not one of those real video.
It's not one of those real.
Okay.
I mean, the history and the location.
Yeah.
You are in a non-real place.
A fictional
setting.
country, if you will.
But it is pretty directly analogous to
like a post-Soviet.
During Soviet.
Oh, okay.
You are like a Central European country that is like being torn you are being placed ideologically in between the capitalist powers of the West and the communist powers of the East. And you can align with one of them, stay neutral. You are the president of a like recently dictatorial, you're like a monarchy that recently became a pseudo-democratic like dictatorship that's kind of fascisty. And there was a brief liberal reform that privatized huge chunks of the economy and crashed it. And so you are the fourth president, starting your term during a recession in the only viable political party that this country has that is being split between sort of
Oh, quite
capitalist liberals, and the like cult of personality, the cult of personality, fascist leaning old guard, and then the centrists in between them. So you're like,
Good
and then,
afternoon. Oh, so happy.
so you're in a rough spot. If you want to do anything remotely good, you're in a rough spot because your majority political party is all either like capitalists or fascists, and then like a few people in between. And obviously my proclivity was to
Fascism.
was to be a socialist.
Oh.
And so you can do whatever you want. You don't have to.
Okay, I'll be a fascist.
Okay, that's a weird choice. But it's a weird and surprising choice, but fine.
You just said it. You said it as if you were offering it to me. Well, you can do whatever you want. I'll be a socialist.
I'll be a socialist. One can do what they want, but you've got to suffer the consequences. The whole system is set up against you if you're trying to be a socialist. I assume the game would be a lot easier if you were to align yourself with the old guard and reintroduce the sort of like fascist pseudo-democracy. But I did my best. And I really respect the game for doing this. I'm gonna spoil a little bit of this game. It's a game that it has multiple endings. So you are making choices along the way, over the course of your term, facing internal and external threats, navigating the pulls of the old guard and the liberal capitalists while trying to implement better politics that either of them would want, and so there's a lot of different endings.
Oh, our boy's getting heavy.
I got kicked out of my own party.
Nice. Sounds like a Keith thing to do.
I got kicked out of my own party, and
Wow, he's so happy.
decided to run on a new as an independent
I
party.
praise
basically.
you.
It seemed like I was about to win the presidency. Last scene of the game. Spoilers again, if you last chance. But again, there's like 10 different endings. Assassinated. Yeah, killed by the army because in my first term, or I guess only term, in the first year of my first term, I cut the military spending.
Yeah, classic.
And from that point forward, there was nothing I could do. The military hated me. I mean, I didn't try to appease them, but continuing to not appease them did not help. and so they assassinated me. It seemed like I was really about to win.
Yeah, kicked out of his political party and then
Because-
assassinated by the military.
So-
exactly sounds like Keith trying to rule a country.
Well, I really respect this game for doing what I think is, and I have problems with like the way this game weights the importance of different things. But I do agree that if you were to try to be the socialist president of a conservative capitalist country, they would kill you.
Yeah.
And every step of the way, what I was doing felt impossible, and I was like, "Yep, that makes total sense.
Yeah,
This
it makes
would be impossible."
total sense that this didn't work.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, this game is, you know,
Oh no, you tired, buddy?
it's all maybe. Did you train too much? Did you get a sweat drop?
No, we haven't gotten a sweat drop yet. I don't see no sweat drop.
Age 12, getting up there. What do you think? At age 14, we should start the end game stuff?
14?
Well, and then give ourselves 2 days
Keith,
to finish the game.
this Digimon's living to 20 easily.
Oh my god. It was like, okay, so the issue that I have with this game
This
is that
motherfucker's gonna die at 13 and a half.
you have a budget, and you're able to spend this budget in various ways over the course of the game. One of the main ways is at the very beginning of your term, you set like a national budget, and so you've got healthcare, education, military, and internal security, and you can increase, decrease, or maintain the budgets for all 4 of those. You start with a very small surplus. And so you basically can pick 1 or 2 things to increase, and everything else you have to maintain or run into a deficit. Or you can increase 3 things.
Oh no!
What happened?
No, he's stoked. Nothing.
Okay.
He's living for this moment.
Yeah.
Have a meat.
Anyway, the writing is really sharp, and the story is really good. The problems that you run into are really interesting. My big complaint is that, like, I did a ton of stuff that was extremely popular, but because the economy was weak, everyone still hated me.
That sounds like real life.
But the reason that the economy sucked wasn't because, I mean, people still didn't have very much money. There's high-ish unemployment. Not crazy high, but high-ish. I kept inflation under control, but it was basically that, like, I was doing all this socialist stuff, and so, like, banks kept, like, decreasing my credit rating out of spite, and corporations kept pulling out of the country.
Yeah.
And so the economic stability went down, and so it caused a lot of internal issues because I had this debt, and it was like, debt isn't that important. We know now in 2021 that having debt is not that big of a deal as a country. I mean, it's a bad way to set things up, but we've already set it up that way, and so...
Yeah, but see, the banks can at any time decide that it is a problem for you.
Right. But it was more, it's like your staff keeps telling you, don't go into debt, and it's like, there's no way to play this game not in debt, but you just gotta, like, keep it, it's all abstracted into, like, you know, -1 is in debt, you know, -4 is you're really in debt. I think each one represents like 50 billion or something like that. But because of this, because I did a bunch of really good stuff that a lot of people really liked, once I was no longer associated with the party and I was off on my own, I had, like, the final scene is, like, you're giving a speech at the end of the campaign season. They don't tell you the poll numbers, but they were like, you're giving a speech to hundreds of thousands of people who are, like, cheering and roaring when you get assassinated. Only 2 people got the achievement. Only 2% of people got assassinated. So I feel pretty good about myself for having been
Sick.
for having been socialist enough to be in the top 2% most assassinatable.
Yeah, no, listen, if you just did a shitty job, they'd just kick you out and then no one would would elect you.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, it is, in a sense, a type of victory. It's perhaps a Pyrrhic victory.
But it was good enough of a game that I immediately started replaying it to be like, can I thread this needle and win this game without being killed? Like, can I be elected to a second term without compromising and without compromising and without being assassinated or couped or I think you can be wrongfully.
Oh no!
I think you can be wrongfully impeached.
I care mistaked him, and I realize now all those other times that he wanted to go to sleep, he might have also had sweat drops at those moments also.
Do we have to reload?
I'm gonna reload. Can you grab your phone and find a guide? I just literally, like, I remember it's like if you train too many times in a row, they'll get a sweat drop, but I don't remember what it is that you can do to mitigate that. Is it like
sleep?
Do you, like, tell them to go to sleep even when they don't want to go to sleep?
There's like a nap button instead of a sleep. You use nap.
Maybe.
I think it's that, and I think sweat drops is 7 times in a row. Could be 6.
It's definitely different. Like, it's not always the same number. Digimon is a true beast.
Star Crash said that they missed the beginning of this discussion and wants to know the name of the game. Suzerain is the name of the game.
Spell it for them.
Suzerain. Suzerain.
We love it.
So the rough analog, like I said, I started to say anyway, was you are like a country positioned in like Central Europe. Not really. This is like the analog. I think I said analog already. Positioned between an extremely powerful Soviet empire, not empire,
Union.
alliance, and
Totally different from a union.
and an ostensibly equally powerful capital alliance. I mean, it's NATO and the God, what was the response NATO? The Warsaw Pact?
I don't know.
Is that what that was?
I
Am
don't
getting that
know.
wrong?
I think so. I think all of that's wrong.
Yeah, it was Warsaw Pact
Oh.
was the counterweight to NATO.
Okay, you were right.
Yeah, I was right. You were the one that was wrong.
Yeah.
You know what NATO
that
is,
happens.
Kylie, right?
Yeah, that's. I forget.
NATO is the
It's a trade thing.
It's the North Atlantic
North Atlantic
Treaty Organization.
Treaty.
Right. And
It's not even trade.
No, it's
The
not even
T
trade.
isn't even trade.
T isn't even trade.
Fuck.
I know in 2021 it seems weird that a T wouldn't be for trade. It's for treaty. It's basically it's like an it was
Gobble 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 gobble.
It still exists, and it's still a big American bully army that we get to send anywhere to do whatever we want. But it started as an anti-Soviet alliance meant to keep European states from feeling like they could safely join the Soviet Union. And the
Good afternoon.
or to communize. Good afternoon. The Warsaw Pact was the counter NATO to keep NATO from keeping people from aligning with the Soviet Union. So you've basically got on the borders, you've got this world's version of NATO and this world's version of the Warsaw Pact. And to throw in an extra little spice, there's also an absolute monarchy that is gobbling up.
That's a little spice.
It's a little spice. Now you say
Gobbling up non-aligned territories.
wouldn't this be I mean no they are like annexing and starting wars and you'd say that sounds like the
okay.
Nazis, and it does sound like the Nazis, but it seems like another state is the Nazis, and they're weirdly like Catholic fascists that are nominally aligned with the communists. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But anyway, game's good. The foreign affairs stuff is good. So it just adds this like interesting pressure where like there is a sort of legitimate case to be made that you should be working with your military to stop this country from Rumberg. Rumberg is on your
Not
shit.
Rumberg.
Yeah, Rumberg is saber rattling, and they're
The
making,
House of Rumberg is at it again.
they're making up claims to your territory and making up war crimes that you committed like 200 years ago, being like, these people still haven't apologized for these war crimes.
That's a hoax.
Yeah, it's a hoax. It's all
They
a
were
hoax.
fake.
It's fake news. And it just feels like a total minefield in a way that is like really, really fun to navigate.
Yeah, that
where there's like
sounds pretty
every
cool.
little bit of territory is dangerous. There's not a thing there's like you never get a break in this game.
Yeah.
It's just like one disaster after another. And I feel like even taking the easy route and just being like, well, I'll just become a dictator and align myself with the deep state. It still seems like doing that is what would incur the wrath of Rumberg. and you'd all of a sudden have a war to fight, probably.
Donald Rumberg, the Secretary of Defense? You're talking about your internal Secretary of Defense, Donald Rumberg.
Yes, Donald Rumberg. Donald Rumberg.
Donald Rumberg. Oh, do you see that? He puts his hand on the back of his head like he's a little embarrassed. Like, oh, yeah,
I looking up?
Care mistakes and the avoidance of them.
Digimon World Guide.
I mean, we don't have to worry, I guess, that much about care mistakes since we already have an
Care mistakes
ultimate.
will lower the life expectancy.
Exactly. Wow. We do look really good, though. Like, this is looking pretty...
This is looking better than
pretty
it's looked
sick, yeah.
before. It's funny because this happened right after talking about how it didn't feel possible to get better at this game. And I won't say that we got better, but we did get a really good ultimate Digimon, like right after.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't think it disproves... I mean, essentially what it was is I was feeling despair over having basically no control over the course of the game, and that's borne out by the fact that I got a good Digimon that I don't understand how I got it, but I am happy now that I might beat the game. Keith is very engaged in something on his phone.
I'm reading the guide that you told me to read.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you had a look like... I don't know. You just had a look like something had caught your eye.
No. Well, something did catch my eyes that this guide only says the word care mistakes twice. And one of them is in a Digimon World tips section, and it says, oh, okay, here's why it didn't make sense. I read it wrong. It says make few care mistakes, and I read it as make a few care mistakes. Don't be afraid to make a few care mistakes.
Hey, get in there, get your hands dirty, make your Digimon shit on the floor a few times. It's fine. All right. No, I'm just like, sorry, I'm sipping a Diet Coke.
I'm reading. Okay, I'm going to a new walkthrough, updated last September 1st, 2003.
Good.
By
That's
Antichrist approval.
The other day, I don't know if you saw my tweet. The other day, I went to a Diablo 1 walkthrough, and like the very start of it, it was a walkthrough from 2000, the year 2000, and this person was like, the fact opened with like, I never thought there would come a day when people forgot what I need to put in this guide, but I guess I have to. They were obviously a kid. It was a nice little window into the extremely slow timeline that child's minds inhabit, because they said something like, Diablo has been out for years now, but since I still see new people in the chat rooms that don't know how to play, and since the sequel isn't out yet, I guess I'll write this guide. Like, I like this person who, like, it's so soon after Diablo 1, Diablo 2 doesn't even exist yet, but to them, Diablo 1 is like a timeless classic that everyone should know.
It's really funny.
Getting any, Why am I asking? You didn't get anything useful out of that guide.
No, I'm on a new guide, and I also didn't get anything useful out of the second guide I tried. So I'm on the third guide.
You remember do you remember the original Something Awful thread title for this thing?
Give me a hint.
I don't know that I can give you. I don't know what hint I would give, other than it's something in and around what we're talking about right now.
Is it about poop?
Oh, we should look up what techniques can Andromon learn.
Yeah.
I believe the thread title was something like, "We are using 3 guides. Let's play Digimon World." We know that
Okay.
one guide will never suffice.
So for what it's worth, because you were not sure about Digitamamon, Digitamamon seems at least as good as Undermon, but probably a little better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got new orders.
So HP is 2,000 versus 3,000, so 1,000 more HP. 4,000 versus 3,000 MP, so a little less MP. Offense, 200 versus 400, so double the offense. Same defense. Speed is double, 200 to 400. Brain, slightly less, 400 to 300.
But who knows what would happen if we used that Digivolution item. Listen, that option's available to us if and when Andromon dies and leaves us feeling like we shouldn't just reload.
I agree. So here's how you know this is a good guide that I'm on now. The other two guides combined had only 2 references to care mistakes. This guide has 58.
I mean, yeah, that seems like the appropriate amount of times to bring that up. You know, these stats are looking good compared to where we've been, but I don't think they're anywhere near what we really need to beat the game.
Can you simultaneously look in the guide at the other training sites which train different things more effectively,
right?
And see if there's one that does offense or speed better.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We're taking a break. A more break-like break than we've taken so far.